Chapter 12, Genesis, the promise to Abraham. Now the Lord had said to Abraham, was sagt denn? What does he say? Get out of your country, leave your family, leave your parents' house, and go to the promised land. Well, that's kind of a stretch, to be honest. You have to leave everything behind and go to a land that is not further defined. Why? Very easy. And one rule for a successful life. Your circumstances determine who you are. Your environment determines who you are. Tell me your 5 best friends and I tell you who you are. Therefore, if you want to build a new identity, you have to leave everything behind. And that's huge. Abraham did it. He took his wife and his nephew and left. And his nephew? This is not why. Yep, that will backfire later. You're gonna see. And he leaves and he doesn't even know where to go because he didn't say, well, God doesn't say, it's the land 300 miles to the south, stand on the second palm tree, you turn left, and there will be the promised land. No, Abraham does not know where it is. He just starts moving. This is another secret of success, ladies and gentlemen. You need commitment first, and clarity will follow commitment. But most people demand certainty before action. That's why they're stuck. You always want to have certainty. It won't come. Just get on the road, get on your mission, and the rest will follow. The path will unveil itself when you go on your mission. You want to all work it out perfectly in your brain before. You want to all know, oh, this is. It will never work, no matter what you do. If you write a book, if you create a business, if you start a relationship, it will never work. And the chapter 12 shows it very clear. Commitment first, clarity will follow. And there's, by the way, something very interesting inside. In 12:3, God says, I will curse those who curse you. Is this now the revenge God or what's going on? No, it just shows, don't worry about your hater. God is gonna take care of them. You don't have to. You don't have to think about revenge. You don't have to think about why did they say that and how can I pay back. Not necessary. None of your business. God is going to take care of that. And the very interesting part is when Abraham reaches Egypt, his wife Sarai was really good looking, a hot one. More, she was like, oh my God. She was so good looking that Abraham was really worried. When they will know that this is his wife, they're gonna kill him and take his wife. So he came up with an idea. He said, you know what I'm gonna do? Sarai, you're gonna say you're my sister. And by that, they have to pay me if they want you. So Abraham protected his own life by risking his wife's life. And that shows, even if you're chosen one and you believe, under pressure, most people break. And so did Abraham, because he was like, oh my God, it will be so bad, I can't even tell. And it came, they gave him wealth and livestock, and the Pharaoh took Abraham's wife. That was the moment where God had to do something. Abraham couldn't fix it, so God had to fix it. And God strikes Pharaoh's house because he had to fix it. He sent the plague. I was investigating that, the Hebrew word negaim, it was more like a skin disease. So there's no reason for God to completely destroy and kill them. Why? Pharaoh has not done anything wrong, but he sends a skin disease. So everybody realizes, wait a minute, there's something going on. And the Pharaoh confronts Adam and said, what did you do? You lied to me. What the fuck is going on? You know what? Take all your belongings and get the fuck out of here. That's huge. That's huge. This is really huge. And this is something we can take away for our personal daily life. The Pharaoh sent him away with everything Abraham had, even the wealth he gave him. And he gave him back his wife and just sent him away. means the Pharaoh was a really good person. He was not this bad one. He was a good person. Means the whole fear, the whole mindfuck that Abraham had before was an illusion. And this is the biggest takeaway. Abraham's fear was not real, but this was real, but the threat most likely imagined. He thought he would get killed at first, but he did not even die after he lied to them. Fear creates a horror movie in our mind, and we believe it and act in the wrong way. The Bible shows very clear that fear is the real enemy, not the danger. Don't believe your fear. Trust. And most people are directed by their fears that they have in mind, and they act in the wrong way. You must be aware of your circumstances, but the voice who's always telling you what can be terribly go wrong, shut them down. This voice only sabotages your success. You don't need them, and for that, we have Abraham's story that shows us very, very clear: trust, believe, and everything will be good.